Rush from 103.5 The WEZL, and our event's going to start at 7 o'clock. I want to welcome you to the Believe in Possibility fundraiser banquet. You can go ahead and register now for the silent auction by texting the word Possibility 2020 to 843-606-5995. And you can also give at any point tonight by using the provided QR code or at healingfarms.com. Also, we want you to share your watch parties. Have fun with this. Use the hashtag Possibility2020 and hashtag #SeeAbility. And we'll see you in a few minutes. right, we're live. Welcome to the 2020 Believe in Possibility Fundraising Banquet. My name is Ric Rush from 103.5 The WEZL, and I will be your host tonight. We've got a lot of great things going on, and although our plans have changed and the banquet is now virtual, we want you to know that we have an amazing evening planned for you tonight. It's one that we hope will inspire and empower you to see ability and make a difference. The COVID crisis has impacted all of us, and more so the young adults and families that we are supporting here tonight. And again, we've got a great night planned for you. Again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for your generosity. And speaking of generosity, you can give at any point tonight just by using the QR code that is provided or at healingfarms.com. We also want to make sure that you share on social. You can do that using the hashtags #SeeAbility or hashtag Possibility 2020. And now we want to do a quick message from one of our Healing Farms participants. This is Caroline.
Hi, my name is Caroline, and I'm the newest member of the Healing Farms family. I appreciate being here and thankful for what all Healing Farms offers me. Thank you for joining us in this year's Believe in Possibilities Banquet. Your donations tonight will help provide many adventures for me and my friends. And now let's get this party started.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Caroline. Remember last year we had about 250 people over at Trident Tech in their big grand facility, and we had a lot of fun that night. But the night was capped off with an inspiring speech from David Seville. He's the trainer with Clemson, and he brought folks to tears. And it was just really an amazing night. Well, he can't be here this year because, well, we're virtual. But he did send us a video. Check this out. This is David Seville.
Hi, Healing Farms. Well, I'm here at Clemson for football practice, and I wish I was still, but we will come next year. I hope you stay well, and remember what Coach Sweeney said. The only disability in the life is bad attitude. Go Tigers.
Man, we love David. Isn't he awesome? You can give at any point tonight, like we said. You can go to healingfarms.com. You can also use that QR code and make sure that you give throughout the night. We've got watch parties going on not only across the low country, but really across the country. We've got folks all the way in Oregon. We've got folks all the way in Goose Creek. Like, they are spread all over the place, and we're going to be checking in throughout the night. In fact, I believe we have Tron ready to check in with some of those live watch parties right now. Tron, you there?
Hey, Rick. How's it going? Yes, I'm here, and we are so excited for this event tonight. And like Rick mentioned, we have watch parties happening all across the United States, which is really awesome. And so we have more than 40 watch parties that we know of that are hosting people either virtually or physically. And we're going to check in with a few that we have here today. I believe we have Laura and Laura. So let's see what they're up to in their watch parties here. There we go. So thank you guys for joining us. We got Laura Davis in Johns Island. And we also have Laura Gerard, who is in Maine, I believe. Mm-hmm. Nice to see you guys. Hey, Laura in Maine, can we hear a little bit more about why you support Healing Farms?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was working at Healing Farms a couple summers ago, and as someone who's going to school for occupational therapy, I was really excited to get to know about Healing Farms and get to know more about some of the participants. And I just really loved the entire program just for the amount of opportunities that all the participants had of all different abilities. There's something there for everyone. We got to do a lot of really cool things that kind of exposed people to things that they might have not have already done or seen, or had the ability to be able to do. So it was a really exciting thing for me to be a part of. And I'm really excited that it exists just for a lot of people down in the Charleston area to be able to engage in such a good, supportive community.
And you also got to join us in our virtual walk, which we had at the
Yeah.
beginning of COVID. It seems to be a running theme for us that we're having these virtual events because we've got to continue to raise funds for the work that we do. But thank you for participating in that. And thank you for joining us, Laura in Maine. And thank you to Laura Davis in Johns Island with her watch party as well. And Rick, I'm going to send it back to you, and we'll be checking in with some more watch parties later this evening.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. HealingFarms.com is the place to give throughout the night. Of course, you have that provided QR code. You can go ahead and give there throughout the night. And don't forget to use the hashtags tonight, SeeAbility and hashtag Possibility 2020. All of that is going on. As COVID-19 upends our day-to-day routines, it's not stopped the folks at Healing Farms from continuing to fulfill their mission and to provide hope and opportunity to young adults with disabilities and their families. Now, back in March, it was decided that they were going to need to close down for 12 weeks. But the support for Healing Farms that they provide to these families, it really was something that needed to come back as quickly as possible. So with careful consideration and much counsel, it was decided that they would create a plan to allow Healing Farms to open back up. The reopen plan included extra precautions to support the health and safety of the participants and, of course, the families and the staff. Now, the protocols did take into account the unique needs of the participants while allowing for activities to minimize those risks. The organization has pushed pause on activities involving large crowds. That's why you heard him talk about doing some of the things virtually. In fact, the event we're doing tonight is virtual. Those are some of the things that we're talking about. Also, volunteer opportunities. But they are thrilled to be able to show you this next segment, and it's going to show you a day at Healing Farms and what it really looks like. Now, this video contains content from a variety of time frames, both before and during COVID. So here, check this out.
Since 1999, Healing Farms has been working hard to make a difference in the lives of young adults with disabilities. The primary focus of what we do here at Healing Farms is our day program. Our day program meets the needs of young adults with disabilities. These are students that have recently aged out of the school system, and beyond school, there's few opportunities for them out in the community. Very few of these participants are getting the opportunity to go off to college or the workforce, and so we look to keep them engaged, keep them growing and learning new skills and building on the skills that they have learned. We want to see them fulfilled, and so we really focus on life skills and independent living skills. In our day program at Healing Farms, we group up into what we call a pod. A pod is 4 to 6 of our participants. It's led by a facilitator, and we focus on a variety of activities, both at our location as well as out in the community.
Our day program is designed to help support our participants' interests, whether that's rec and leisure, supporting our community, working on their life skills, designed with an intention towards each participant so they have meaning and purpose through their day. When a participant starts at Healing Farms, we take time to get to know them, talk to their family, learn about their interests, their passion, what motivates them, and we in turn take those things that we've learned and incorporate it into our programming. We want our programming to be meaningful for each participant, so we want to know what they enjoy, what they want to do each day. This helps them build those skills, work on things that they might need extra support with, and give them an opportunity to have purpose and meaning throughout each day. Our day program consists of a variety of activities at Healing Farms. One of those areas is health and wellness. We put an emphasis on staying active, so we might do yoga in the backyard, we might go to a park for a walk. We'll talk about our emotions and how we're expressing them, allowing our participants to explore in each area and support them as they do so. Another area is community outreach. We'll spend time exploring other programs or organizations in the Charleston area and see how we can help them. Anything for our participants to see that the greater area is supporting us and we can find ways to support them too. We've been able to partner with multiple businesses in the area, which offers our participants an opportunity to practice job skills that they otherwise might not have the opportunity to do. Our hope is that these work skill sessions offer our participants the opportunity to practice real-life job skills in work environments and might one day lead to employment in the future. But if they don't, it's still an opportunity for our participants to contribute and for the community to see their abilities. Our urban farm offers opportunity for our participants to start the garden from seed to harvest. They also help harvest the honey from our honeybees, and then we're able to bring that honey to market. It also offers an opportunity for the community to come in, whether it's one individual or a school group, to work alongside our participants and see their abilities. A large portion of our program consists of independent living and life skills. These skills are based around what will support a participant in living more independently. We go to the store, help them navigate through the store looking for the item they might need. We talk about prices and do comparisons. We help them get through the purchasing process. So those are all skills that they're practicing each day here at Healing Farms.
We view our participants for what they can do instead of what they can't do. We have a culture of care that recognizes them for their ability and not their disability. And it's our passion to help create opportunities for them out in the community where they can use their God-given gifts and talents, not only to be fulfilled, but to showcase to the community the things that they can do. Our heart, our passion is to not only make a difference in their lives, but to teach the community ways that they can support, engage, and make a difference in the lives of those with disabilities.
That is what it's all about right there. Man, wherever we are in the world right now, we all can agree that that is good stuff right there, and we can all come together. And that's what we want you to do. You can give at any point tonight using the QR code. You can go to healingfarms.com, and we want to see where you're watching. Where are these live parties happening? Please share your photos with us. Tell us where you're watching. You can do that by using the hashtag #SeeAbility and hashtag Possibility 2020. We've got that silent auction going on right now as well, and I believe we have some of the slides from what you can buy with the silent auction. If we want to throw those up real quick. I know that there's something about a caboose, is that right? And then there was something else, so I believe we going to check those out? Maybe not? All right then. You can go to healingfarms.com. And I'll tell you what, Tron, come over here for just a second, and then I'll give you the official intro in just a second. But if people want to be involved with the silent auction, what do they need to do?
Yeah, they just need to text the word that's provided on the screen right now. Text that to the number, and it will follow up with a link, and then that link you will click on, and you'll be able to view all the different items that are there. All the bidding will happen through your phone, and the cool thing is if you've placed a bid and then someone comes behind you and places a bid and you've been outbid, it'll send you a text and let you know, hey, if you want to get in on this item, you better pony up and bid again.
And you're going to be upping the bids throughout the night just so that it sends in that text back. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly. Okay, yeah. We're going to be upping the bids. I've got a couple random cards, and we're going to use those to up the bids. There you go.
So if you want that bourbon thing or you want that living in a caboose or whatever it is, those are the hot items. So make sure that you do the silent auction. It's now open. Text Possibility 2020 to 843-606-5995. And again, the bidding is going on right now. I have Tron up here, and as much as we're having fun tonight, and as much as you guys are having fun there where you are at your watch parties, we do have a serious need for fundraising tonight, and a goal that we definitely have to achieve. And even though we can't gather all in person this year as we have in the past, we're excited that we're still able to give you this virtual opportunity to give and help us raise those necessary funds to create quality day programming for young adults with disabilities. And to give you a little bit insight about how critical this is, I want to bring up the Executive Director of Healing Farms. It's my buddy, Tron Severe. Tron, tell them all about it, bud.
Thank you. Well, I'm so excited to be here tonight and that we have the opportunity to share together in this virtual event. Last year's banquet was amazing, and we was really looking forward to how we could do it again this year and how we could even make it better. No one could plan for COVID, obviously, but I am pretty thrilled to be here tonight to be able to celebrate with you guys. As Rick mentioned, tonight is very important to helping us meet the needs of young adults with disabilities in our fundraising goal. And so we want to thank all of you for being here tonight to celebrate with us. There's no doubt that COVID-19 has upended our world and our daily lives, but the need to provide hope and opportunity is greater than ever. The last 9 months have brought many obstacles and hurdles. The work hasn't been easy, but it has been worth it. Every day, I get to see firsthand the difference one person can make. If we can take a minute and push pause on all the demands we face, we can probably think of at least one person who has made a difference in our life. When I think of my journey and how I got to Healing Farms, it takes me back to a memory of my first year teaching. Here I was, fresh out of college at the age of 22 with no formal experience, just the desire to make a difference. And that first year, I met a student named Larry. I'll never forget what he told me on the first day of school as he sat among all of his friends in that class. "Mr. Severe," he said, "my name is Larry Cordova, and I could have graduated, but I decided to come back one more year because you are going to need someone to tell you how to help all of my friends." See, Larry didn't want to leave because he was so concerned for this new teacher that was coming in that maybe wouldn't understand what kind of help his friends, his classmates would need. And so that burning desire that Larry had for me to learn how to help his friends is the same desire that we have at Healing Farms. Our mission is to provide hope and opportunity to young adults with disabilities while teaching the community to do the same. You see, it's not just about making a difference in the lives of the participants that we serve. It's also about making a difference in our community, shaping a culture to recognize the value, ability, and worth that our participants bring to the table. Tonight, you will have the chance to see and hear from many of the families that we serve. Tonight, you will have the chance to hear firsthand about the difference we are making, and tonight, you will have the chance to be a difference maker.
My son's name is Johnny. He is 21. He's pretty much struggled through his whole life. He started out at 27 weeks. He had multiple disabilities, and he's come through as a fighter his whole life. He's done really well. He is amazing. The way he fights to succeed in everything. He just takes life on and doesn't let anything stop him. They said he would never walk, and they said that he would be in a wheelchair forever. He worked really hard, and he surmounted that. He overcame so much. When he was younger, I used to think he was disabled and he couldn't do things. And as soon as I realized that there was nothing that Johnny couldn't do, it's when he really started to thrive. It's when we started giving him chores to do as a child and giving him challenging coursework in school, and he did it, and we were all so amazed. Every time he took something on and beat it, I was like, wow, all those doubters, they were wrong. He can really do so much more than they thought he would ever be able to do. One of the things that I just really love about Healing Farms is that it has allowed John to be so independent. There was a time when I would pack John's lunch for him, and he would sneak into the kitchen and he would unpack his lunch and hide his lunchbox. And now he independently packs his own lunch, and the smile on his face in the mornings when he leaves for Healing Farms is just huge. He is so excited to come and be challenged and do productive things. When he works on a project here, he feels independent. You know, at home, a lot of times I won't let him paint because he's going to make a mess, or I won't let him try to do something in the yard because I don't want him to get hurt. But here, he works along with his peers and he does it. And so one thing that's been really exciting is to see him go out into the community with Healing Farms and be able to participate in doing job skills and job services. John is so smart. He takes to things so quickly. So I don't have any doubt when he goes out into the community with the community partners that he will be amazing. He loves to do anything where he's feeling like he's contributing and has a purpose. Healing Farms has given our entire family a level of independence that I didn't expect us to be able to have after Johnny graduated. When we first started looking at the plan for after graduation for John, you know, we had all those IEP meetings and they would ask, you know, what's John gonna do in the future? Do you want him to work? Do you want him to do job programs? And I always thought in the back of my head, I don't trust any of those places. John is nonverbal, so he has an extra level of vulnerability that some special needs young adults don't have. One of the things that I loved about Healing Farms is when I came here, the home environment immediately made me feel safe, made me feel like I could trust this place with my son, and it's allowed me to continue working, which I just assumed that when John graduated from high school, I would retire. There weren't any other options. As soon as I found Healing Farms, I was like, there is this miracle place that's gonna allow John to thrive, me to continue to have independence in the workplace, and it was just truly a godsend.
What an amazing story of Johnny, and told by his mom. And over the last year, we have seen so much growth, not only in the participants that we serve, but also in the services we have been able to provide. Since COVID-19, our day program has doubled in size, yet there are still so many families, so many young adults just like Johnny that deserve the hope and opportunity that Healing Farms can provide. A gift tonight of $1,000 could help offset the cost of purchasing an additional van so that we can serve more families. A gift tonight of $500 can cover the participant cost for 1 month of programming. A gift tonight of $250 can provide upgrades to our technology lab. A gift tonight of $100 can cover the cost of the supplies for our urban farm. And a gift of any amount tonight provides hope and opportunity to the families we serve. Tonight, I ask of you, will you help us? Will you join the movement? Your donation can change the future for young adults with disabilities. Tonight, you can be a difference maker.
This is exactly where I wanted him. I just feel really very lucky that we were here at the right time in the right place. My son is Levi. He's a participant at Healing Farms. He was diagnosed with autism at the age of 2.5. When you realize that you have a child with this condition, you start thinking about the future, and you start thinking when he starts to get into middle school and high school how things are not as well laid out, I would say. There are a lot more programs in the elementary school. So he's a little more on his own, and you're thinking, where's this gonna go? Sometimes it's just a huge gap. Like you go to school and all of a sudden you don't do anything. You're just upstairs playing on your tablet. So that worried me a lot. When I realized what Healing Farms was all about and how impressed I was with looking at the whole person, to have a diverse variety of things to do, the fact that they go somewhere almost every day, and when there was an opportunity to be full-time at Healing Farms, I couldn't snatch that up fast enough. That was exactly what he needed. He seems more confident and he seems so happy. This is one of the biggest things that I've noticed the difference between being at school and being at Healing Farms. he's doing stuff. It's not just filling his time. He is actually doing something significant. He's working with people, got to figure out how to do that whole relationship thing. He just seems so much happier. It's great for our family. I just feel so much more comfortable knowing that he's not only in a safe place, but that he's kind of experiencing things that we don't have an opportunity to show him. So it's really nice. Plus he's in with a group of friends. At home there's not many friends. So it makes me feel better about where he is and what he's doing, even more so than school. I think Levi comes across as not being very capable because he doesn't speak. And when I see him here at Healing Farms and I see all the things that he does, he's very capable. And I wish that there were ways for me to show other people that. I love the idea of taking these guys out into the community and making the typical person aware of what they can do. Sometimes people are uncomfortable because they don't know. And when you see more of these people out in public doing things, typical people can start to see that, hey, yeah, they can do these things, and they don't need to be afraid because they've actually kind of learned a little bit more about what they're capable of doing. I love it that the staff takes them right out into the world and right out into the community and just acts like everybody is part of one big family. I have wanted him to go here since the first day that we walked through the door and I learned about what was going to happen, and then I had the first summer and I was just so thrilled with the whole program. Can't beat it.
They're just doing amazing work at Healing Farms, and if either of those videos touched you and you'd like to give, and if you're watching right now, I'm not sure how you can't want to give, and if you can give, please do by using the QR code that was provided or simply going to healingfarms.com. That's healingfarm.com. And we want to see where you're having these watch parties tonight. We want to see your photos. We want to see what you're doing. You can use the hashtag #Seeability and hashtag Possibility 2020. And Tron, would you mind coming over here just a second? I know we hadn't planned on this, but I just want to tell you that we do this thing called the Kindness Crusade with 103.5 The WEZL, and we are absolutely honored with Crew Chevy to be involved tonight. And just seeing the work that you do, I think about where we are in the world right now, and all the divisiveness that's going on, but we all can agree that this is something that's very special and something we can all come together on. And I think as much as it is for the folks that you are serving, the families reap those benefits as well, because for a certain amount of time during the day, they can do what they need to continue to have a career and not worry that that their most precious possession, their child, is not being cared for, and that's what you guys are doing. So it's just amazing. Can you talk a little bit about how families are affected by this as well?
Yeah. So definitely, I mean, we hear that all the time, just like you heard in the video from some of the families earlier, that these parents just never thought there would be a place once their child graduated school. You get into the school system and students can stay in school till they're the age of 22, so you kind of tend to go into maybe like a little autopilot or a little coast, knowing that they can always continue to be in school. And then that day comes where graduation is here. They're not able to come back to the school setting, and what's next? And so we really try to help families in that process, get them involved early. We have a summer camp that allows for them to kind of come and get a taste of our program and see if it would be a good fit for their family before they actually graduate. And we've had several parents and several families, even current families that we have now, that after coming to camp year after year, finally, as they graduated out of school, they said, hey, this is where he needs to be. We love the program. We love that you guys have this culture of care, of recognizing their ability. Right. And they want them there because they know that we value them for who they are and the abilities that they have, and that we don't want to just keep them, in a program that keeps them inside the four walls of our building. We're intentional about getting out into the community to showcase those gifts and talents that they have.
So you're a teacher, and the Lord lays this on your heart. How scary was it to make that next step to go, the Lord's telling me to do this. Did you struggle with, Lord, are you sure? Are you sure? Was it that kind of moment, or did you say, I'm all in?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I mean, we're going to have a piece that we'll talk about that story in a little bit, but one thing I don't mention in the video that's coming up is that, the idea for me to work with my students, as I mentioned Larry, that first year that I had these students, it didn't take me long before I realized, man, they're here in my classroom now, but what's going to happen when they can't come back to my classroom? What's going to happen when they can't, when their parents' bubble is no longer going to be able to protect them, or the bubble I create of my classroom is no longer going to be able to protect them? And so it was on my heart at a very, beginning part of my career to think about what's next for this population, what's next for these guys. And it was a lot of conversations with God saying, God, yeah, I hear you, but I'm just not quite sure that now's the right time.
I've got a young family.
Right,
Is this the right decision?
Right,
but you know what? Clearly it is, and you are doing the Lord's work. And in fact, let's go ahead and get to that. You guys, for your work, and this is just a super honor, the Jefferson Award. You guys are a recipient of the Jefferson Award. My buddy Dean Stevens from ABC News 4 is going to talk about that a little bit. So let's go ahead and roll that video of them receiving the Jefferson Award.
Hi, everyone. This is Dean Stevens checking in from my home away from home, the Channel 4 studios. And boy, what a difference a year makes. It was this time last year when I first became aware of Healing Farms and the work Tron Severe is doing for his guys. A month later, we presented Tron with the Jefferson Award. That national nonprofit was started in the early 70s by Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis and honors people in the area of volunteerism and community service. Well, this is the story we put together to honor Tron and his work. What do you see? Disability or ability?
These are our friends. These are our guys. We care for them, and we recognize they have value and worth, and that's, to me, I don't know any other way to see them except that way.
How did those cookies look?
Good.
Yeah?
It's what Tron Severe saw in the classroom for 9 years that led him to shake up his life.
This guy?
God was telling me, you don't need to worry about the plan. Your response is yes. Your response is obedience. So for me, it was, okay, I don't have this plan. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know how all the pieces are going to come together.
Tron's next step, walk away from his job at Stratford High School.
That was something that we had to decide, that providing for, the security of what's next for our family wasn't going to be as important as far as the security of what's next for this population of young adults with special needs that, are near and dear to my heart.
But he didn't quit on his kids. Instead,
All right, moving on, Rosemary.
That's March.
he set a path for what was next for them.
To me, the biggest need was, okay, but who's meeting the need once they leave school? And to me, that's where we saw the biggest gap, what we kind of call that transition gap. And that's what we want to help solve here at Healing Farms.
Good morning, Mr.
Wilson.
Happy holidays.
His nonprofit, Healing Farms, places a premium on opportunity.
We recognize they've got God-given gifts and talents, just like everybody else.
Nice.
But they need somebody to come alongside and create opportunities for them to use those gifts and talents.
Not going to push them too hard. Just going to give them a little poke.
Ashley Bakery serves as a huge part of Healing Farms' recipe for success.
Hey there, hey there, hey there. Nice work.
We hope that we're creating partnerships and relationships in the community where those places can begin to provide an opportunity for the participants that we serve that could go beyond what we could provide.
Rosemary, count how many we got here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So a dozen is 12. So 12 times 3.
36.
Very good.
They also strike the right chord by raising awareness in the community. Which part of the gingerbread would you like?
The head.
Well, snap that head off. John, would you like a piece too? John wants the entire torso. Involving his guys wherever and whenever.
It's our culture of care. You know, we don't view our guys as broke or needing to be fixed. They're not here because we need to try to get them to some other place. They're here because they need opportunities. They need to be given a chance.
Healing Farms operates out of a West Ashley house.
Ryan says sweep, mop, windows, and dishes.
Wow. Serving much like a 5-day-a-week, 9-to-4 graduate program.
So helpful.
Thank you, Cinderella.
A learning experience for his guys, a relief for their parents.
They don't have to worry about them while they're at work. You know, they don't have to stay home with a grandparent just kind of sitting around, not doing anything.
And we're gonna make 15 salsa boxes.
They have valued that their son or daughter has been able to build healthy relationships with other people their age that have, you know, similar disabilities and no disability, and different disabilities.
There are bees out back, as well as a working garden. Tron understands that a single drop can create a lifetime of ripples.
When we talk about the guys, you know, our participants, my passion is just to showcase who they are and what they can do.
How do they look? Good? Awesome.
So I ask again.
You could do these for the stars?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, try these.
What do you see?
Perfect ending, Rosemary. Awesome. Good job, guys. We'll do a little.
Now, it wasn't just me who was inspired by Tron. Earlier this year, the South Carolina Board of the Jefferson Award selected Tron to represent our area at the National Jefferson Award Gala. Now, usually, that means an awesome trip to D.C., but this year, being this year, it was held virtually. The national organization also took note of Healing Farms, recognizing Tron with the Community Builder Award. Tron, congratulations on all your success. Great to have you part of the Jefferson Award family. And thanks to all of you who are supporting this amazing nonprofit. Have a great night, everybody.
That's Dean Stevens right there. Congratulations, by the way. Come on in here, Tron. On that, that's a big honor. And it's only folks that are recognized that are doing good. So you can really feel good about what your organization is doing. You're making such a huge difference. You know, my wife and I, we have a lady in our community group that she has a child with disabilities, and I see the struggle with families and how much they love their kids and wonder what's next. And like you said, when you were a teacher, how is this going to affect folks that are 22, 23, like lifelong? How is this going to work? And what you guys are doing is just congratulations. And the folks watching, if you're wondering, I know a lot of folks are asking for money, different charities this time of the year when that happens, but if you're wondering if your giving is going to the right place, this is one that you can be secure in knowing that your dollars do matter. And you can give at any point tonight by using that QR code or going to healingfarms.com. And in fact, let's do a little give back right now. We got a total?
We got an update.
Do we have the total? Let's put it up. So far tonight, we have raised $16,900. I mean, that's pretty awesome in 38 minutes. Yeah. Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
But that's still nowhere near what our goal is tonight of $75,000, and we can make that happen. We can make that happen by folks sharing this video. So we'll be wrapping up the live thing in the next 15, 20 minutes or so. But please let everybody know that that this video will be on demand on the Healing Farm site and on the Facebook page and on YouTube. Share this out. Let's get this message out as much as we can. Use the hashtag #SeeAbility. Use the hashtag Possibility2020. Use that QR code to give. HealingFarms.com. And what?
Yeah. And not only are there watch parties happening now, we have people joining us on both coasts live, but we also have some people that are just getting out of work. They're going to join us on a delay. So this is going to rebroadcast at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have watch parties that will be happening that haven't even seen the video yet. They're going to join it at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. And so, like Rick said, please share this video. It's super simple. Once you find it there, just share it on your page and think of the reach that it could have as all of your friends and family and social connections could also view about the work that Healing Farms is doing. We'd love for you to share that.
Again, at any point you can give by using that QR code or going to the website. And also, another way that you can give with the holidays coming up, the products that you sell, the products that these folks make, they're going to make great gifts. And all of that money coming in just helps fund even more what you guys are doing.
It's very easy to shop for the items that our young adults have a hand in making. If you go to the website, you'll see we have a tab that says Shop HF Products. On there, you'll see our salsa, our honey when we have that available, lip balm that we make from the beeswax of the bees. We have cookies that we sell at Christmas time. So if you're in the Charleston area and you're looking for some holiday cookies, we've got you covered there. We also have some amazing candles that our young adults make in our program. They measure out the wax. They put the labels on. I mean, they're involved in all the steps that are involved in the candle making process, as well as putting together the salsa boxes that we sell. So yeah, we encourage you, if you're looking for gifts that give back this year, please check us out and go to the website and place those orders.
And give that website one more time if you would.
Yeah, just healingfarms.com. Up at the top left, or top right, excuse me, you'll see Shop Healing Farms Products. Click on that and you'll see everything we have to offer.
So we have some of those products that we're going to give away now at some of the watch parties. So if you are a captain at the watch party, you can go ahead and do that little Oprah moment right now. Is that right?
Yeah, so many of the watch parties, as I mentioned, we sent out over 45 watch party boxes for the hosts that were hosting these watch parties. Again, these are watch parties that were happening virtually. Also, some people that were gathering together with maybe some family that was in close by, that they have in-person watch parties. But inside that were some raffle tickets. So if you're a watch party host and you have those raffle tickets, hopefully you've already distributed those out to your guests. And at this time, if you haven't already, go ahead and select a winner from your watch party, and your host has one of our Healing Farms candles to give to you. Matter of fact, it's our Believe candle. It was made specifically for this event. And so we hope that you enjoy that. And if you are looking for more, you know where to find us on the website.
Or if you just want to give, go to healingfarms.com. You can donate there. You can go and use that QR code that was provided earlier. Fundraising is a big part of how you get dollars in. Products, a big part of how you get dollars in. But what does it mean with business partnerships? Like, how important is that?
Yeah, so what we really strive to do is keep our guys out in the community working on these life skills and independent living skills. And one of the focuses of our program is being intentional about finding businesses that can partner with us, that would allow our guys to get some real hands-on job skills and experience in different job settings. And so this next video that we have is going to feature one of our partners, Slice Co. in West Ashley, as our participants get the opportunity to practice those job skills with him.
Here, check it out.
Back in culinary school, I used to work in a pizzeria up in Poughkeepsie, and there was a gentleman who used to help us out doing folding boxes and some, everyday chores. So when I saw the participants at Healing Farms, it was just a no-brainer to figure out how we could make, something work between the two of us and, get those students in my pizzeria. So our relationship with Healing Farms just started with them working to our neighboring business and, just saying hi here and there, and it slowly grew into, hey, how can we help you, and making relationships in the neighborhood and stuff like that. So the participants of Healing Farms, they come in once a week, usually on Friday after 4 o'clock. Every busy pizzeria needs a lot of boxes, and we just knock out as many boxes. We fold 18-inch boxes, usually a case or two, and then we fold a whole bunch of the 12 by 12s as well for the slices. So originally it started where they would get through a half a case, and week after week they figured out the system and the assembly line and who does what, and it went from a half a case to a full case to now they knock out a bunch of boxes. It's just a great part of the week to have the guys come in, fold some boxes, say hi to everybody, make some smiles. And for me, it's not so much about the boxes that get folded. Obviously, every busy pizzeria, needs a ton of boxes. For me, from a business standpoint, it's more about the relationships with the participants at Healing Farms and how it just brightens up my day and my employees' day, and the smiles that get shared and the conversations that get held. So this all started as just, a once a week thing, coming in and folding boxes and learning more about Healing Farms and the participants. I got more and more interested. We hosted a pizza making class here with all the participants at Healing Farms. I started learning what they do there. I went to their property and we did honey harvesting, which was awesome. So it's grown from more than just coming in once a week and folding boxes, and it's like actually developing into a real relationship and friendship, which has been awesome.
So here's the deal. This has been awesome. We're getting so many folks that are participating and wanting to give at healingfarms.com that we've overloaded the site. So if you're watching on Facebook Live or you're watching on YouTube right now, click the link there to give. You can also use the QR code as well. And I believe we have some of the watch parties going on. Is Tron standing out there? Tron, you there, bud? We're going to check in with Tron.
Hello, thank you,
there
Rick.
He is.
We are back, ready to check in with some more of our watch parties. And as I mentioned, we've got people tuning in from all over, and we thank you guys for joining us. And we're going to see who's joining us right now. Let's take a look. All right, here we go. We got Timothy Schoon over there. Good to see you, Timothy. Thank you for joining us. We've got Meg Ward and her watch party. Thank you so much, Meg. There's the Rogers family in Panopolis, South Carolina, and all the kids, and even the baby waving the banner to be a difference maker. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We also have Melissa's watch party, who is all the way out in Portland, Oregon, watching us live right now. Thank you so much, Melissa, for joining us as well. And thank you to everybody who's tuning in right now. Hey, Meg, I'd like to talk with you and hear a little bit more about who's in your watch party. And I think you have a hybrid party going on. You have some people that are joining virtually. You have people that are in person. But why don't you tell us a little bit more about your watch party, a little more about you and why you support Healing Farms.
Hi, Tron. Yeah, so I have my family watching with me tonight here at home and some friends who are joining me as we watch together tonight. I'm very happy to be a part of this evening. And I have spent a lot of time as an educator, and at Stratford High School, we are very proud of the relationship that our students have with each other. And I'm the leadership teacher at Stratford, and our students are blessed, truly blessed, to be able to work with our special needs students in our school. And to spend, sometimes 5 or 6 years with some of these students, getting to know them, to really see the ability that they have, and to really see that we're so much more alike than sometimes we think we are, is just a great blessing. And I'm very proud to help support Healing Farms, because Healing Farms provides opportunity for our students once they graduate from our school, and it provides opportunities for the families of our students, and we grow to love them. And I want to give a shout out to Cassandra, because I keep seeing her on the video, but we're very glad that they have the opportunity that Healing Farms provides for them.
Thank you so much, Meg. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, we'd love to see firsthand here in our local communities. We've partnered with Stratford High School, and Meg sends students to us every year that volunteer and raise funds. They walked with us earlier again.
Yes,
and then also
walk and roll.
Having Cassandra with us now as a part of our Healing Farms program is awesome. And so, again, as we check back in here with our virtual watch party here, checking in with some of our folks that are joining us again. Thank you again, Timothy, for joining us, and thank you to the Rogers family for joining us again, and all the way out in Portland, Oregon. Thank you to Melissa and her family for joining us. It's so great to see you guys tonight. And Rick, listening back to you.
The folks at Healing Farms wouldn't be able to do what they do without the generosity of families like we're seeing at these watch parties. So we're asking that you continue to share this out using the hashtag #Seeability, using the hashtag Possibility 2020, and continue to give using that QR code that was provided. Also, because of just the amount of traffic that's coming into the website right now, we're asking that you please donate. Please donate, but instead of going to the website, just whatever platform you're viewing this on, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, in the status, you can see the link and click on it, and you can give directly to Healing Farms. We've talked about how this affects the families. We've talked about how it affects the individual. Now we want to see a little bit about how the work at Healing Farms affects staff members, and for that, we're going to check out this video right now.
In high school, my best friend's mom was our special ed teacher. I spent a lot of time in her classroom, and I just really found myself always leaving happier than I came. And I kind of found myself thinking that could be a career path for me. My name is Brooklyn Weber. I am the assistant pod facilitator here at Healing Farms. I have been with Healing Farms for about a year now. About a year ago, my husband and I relocated here from Alabama, and I was kind of looking for my place in Charleston and what my job would look like and what these opportunities meant for me. Over the year, there's definitely never been a dull moment at work. I know that if I don't have myself together, that Johnny's always going to remind me that something is not closed or locked. Josh always has a smile across his face every morning when he sees me, and Cassandra's always in the best mood, and it really just uplifts everyone. I'm happy every morning when I get here, and I'm happy every day when I leave. I think the thing that really sets Healing Farms apart, and part of the reason that I chose to work here, is really that from the second you walk in the door, no matter who you are, you feel loved and you feel the passion behind everything that they do. When I come to work every day, I'm really not teaching others like they're teaching me how to be kind, how to embrace other people, how to see life for what it is, and just remind me that every person has value and that we can all contribute to the community, even if that looks different. It's really important for me to be a part of an organization that does stress the importance of creating awareness throughout the community. It's so important for every person to know that we all look different, we all think differently, but every person does have value and we can all contribute, and our guys do contribute, and they have the ability to really be anything they want in this world. And I think it's beautiful that Healing Farms really embraces that and also teaches others that that's so important. I feel like Healing Farms has really given me that home and given me my purpose in Charleston.
I think we're back. Are we back?
We're back.
We're back. How
We're
about
back.
that? Oh, this is the nice over here. This is where, right behind us is a coffee shop, and this is where election results are coming in as well. So that's what we're doing right now. Hey there, it's Ric Rush from 103.5 The WEZL. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this tonight. Now we want to have a little bit of fun, and I believe we have some families that are ready to do some scavenger hunts. So this is going to score you a Healing Farms merch swag bag that's filled with all kinds of stuff. Do we have somebody that we're ready to go with?
Yep.
All right, your scavenger hunts, guys. Are you ready for this? I'm going to give you a clue.
Let's see who's playing from Melissa's watch party. We want to make sure we know who to follow here.
Scott is playing.
Okay, so let's.
Okay,
all right.
Playing.
Scott is playing, and we also have
Katie. I guess is playing by herself. Is that right, Katie? Okay.
Yes, I am.
He's not. Okay. All right, here we go. Here's your first clue. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Crunchy, crispy, oh so sweet. I will make your breakfast complete. You put me in a bowl. You're gonna need some milk to pour. What am I looking for? Go get it. The clue one more time. Crunchy, crispy, oh so sweet. I will make your breakfast complete. If you put me in a bowl, you're gonna need some milk to pour. Look
I think
at that.
Katie had it.
Tron's the official judge, and he said Katie is the winner because I wasn't.
And bonus points because I think that's Harris Teeter cereal that Katie has.
Is that Harris Teeter cereal?
There you go.
Is that a local
All right, well then
thing?
good.
We can't get.
Yeah,
on the
sorry,
West
Portland.
Coast?
Sorry, Portland.
Oh, I just realized they're in Portland.
Yeah, they're in Oregon.
Yeah, we're in Portland. Well, that's kind of neat how you just treated these folks that are viewing it. That's horrible, Tron. How can you be so nice to all the people that you serve and then so horrible to the folks in Portland? This is horrible.
What's
So disappointed. So disappointed now. You have me up here and now. All right, here's your next clue.
Hey, here we go.
I'm right there with you wherever you are. You need me for your house and your car. I jingle and jangle in your pocket. You keep whenever. Oh, he already had the
Got it.
Portland's the winner.
Portland's the winner.
Going to Portland. All right,
1 and 1.
Upper left here, we have that Healing Farms merch flag bag. We have 2 more clues. Your phone needs some juice, so you plug me in for an hour or two. If you break my cable or dock, you're in for a little shock.
What is it? iPhone?
Oh, okay, we're going with Katie on this one.
Katie.
I saw Katie. Katie first. So what's the score?
2-1. Katie.
2-1.
Oh man, Katie, we're after you, Katie.
All right. Squeeze me on a brush and use me twice a day. But don't be a rush because I breathe bad breath at K.
Better hurry.
Katie doesn't even look like she's trying now.
It's diaper rash cream, right?
It's diaper rash cream. That's correct. Purchased only from Harris Teeter.
Oh!
Oh, wait, let me see. Pull it over a little bit.
No, I think Portland came at the last minute and just beat it in there for Katie. Because the correct answer is toothpaste. It looks like Katie brought out some gum.
Brand toothpaste? What is this?
That's all natural. That's Portland. It's natural toothpaste in Portland. Come on, it's Portland.
It's for the kids.
It was the only thing they could get during the civil unrest. All right, here we go. We've got a couple more of these. Break me, then use me. I'm delicious as can be. Scramble, boil, or with bacon. Oh, I'm oh so young.
It's down to Rick.
What do you think it is? I think it's diaper rash cream. What? Eggs. Look at that. Yes,
yep.
Eggs.
I did see them getting the eggs from the fridge, but Katie brought her egg into view.
You already give Katie the clues?
Before. No, I did not give.
How is she just pulling things up out of thin air?
She's a magician.
Why do you have an egg with you already, Katie?
She was given the show
Explain
notes
yourself.
ahead of time.
I feel like she was. I feel like Tron is really messing over the folks in Portland.
I am mobile, so that helps.
Yes,
All
Katie's
right.
got a mobile device there.
Here we go. Here's your last clue.
Last clue, Sid.
Your very last clue. This is, you know what? I don't even care what the score is. This is for everything.
Right, because
this is for the merch.
You can win multiple points.
Yes.
By bringing back multiple items.
Dollars are doubled and points are tripled. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Bring something that is produced from Healing Farms or has a Healing Farms logo on it. Anything to do with Healing Farms. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Like that. One.
Give him
One,
like
2.
Yep.
3.
5 more seconds to find as many items.
5, 4, 3, 2, 5.
Hey, our
4,
show box did
5.
it
So
right.
let's count them. Let's count.
3, 2, 1. Stop.
All right, let's count. Count Melissa in Portland. Hold up an item. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And Katie's gonna claim she got her egg from Healing Farms.
Homemade.
So
what is that?
Oh, that's an original Healing Farms candle right there.
Oh,
Wow.
We
So who
ate
won?
all of our salsa. We've already ate the
Both
salsa.
of you get a merch bag.
Yep.
Everybody wins. Everybody gets a merch bag. It's just too hard to even think. I'm gonna buy Portland the merch bag. How much a merch bag cost?
40 for you. It's about $350.
So Portland, sorry you guys lost. Katie is the big winner of the merch bag.
Good job.
All right. Thank you guys so much. We do want to show you. By the way, thank you guys for doing this watch party. We really do appreciate it. We have another parent video we want to show you. We also want to remind you that you can continue to get, but because the website is
Oh yeah, she's got heal. She's got stuff right.
all the hashtag #seeability and also the hashtag possibility.
Yeah.
I think as a parent, you always wonder, like, what are we going to do after high school? Like, what's next? You know, because there always isn't a lot of stuff out there for, you know, adults with special needs, you know?
And our daughter is Cassandra. She's 21 years old. She just exited from high school this year. She had gone to Healing Farms Campability and she loved it. She did great there. So we knew in the future where Cassandra was going to go when she exited school. We wanted to make sure that when we picked a place for Cassandra to attend after high school, we wanted to know that she was safe, that she had people that respected her, that she had peers to hang out with and to socialize with.
People she could learn with, grow with, she could be a part of the community.
And see ability.
Yeah.
Healing Farm says all the time, you know, see ability.
For us, it's good when our daughter, we say, hey, do you want to go to Healing Farms? And she says, yes. So,
Yes.
I mean, that's
Yes.
fabulous. We
Yes.
love that.
I can just see such a difference when she comes home. She's talking more. She has more independence. The other day, you know, she went to the store with me. She came home. She wanted to put the groceries away, not me. She was like, she wanted to finish that task, and I think it had a lot to do with Healing Farms following through with all of that.
But normally, you know, with Cassandra, I would walk her in, carry her bags. I was kind of sometimes labeled an enabler, you know, so I said, hey, you know what, she can do it.
Right,
You know,
she can do it. That's what we're learning from Healing Farms, is that she can do more things than we actually give her credit for sometimes. If we did not find Healing Farms, the alternative would be her sitting at home with us all day, probably not doing much.
As parents, whether they're typical or handicapped, you know, you always just want to know that your children are going to be able to take care of themselves.
Man, what a great night it's been. Thank you so much for allowing 103.5 The WEZL to be a part of this with you. It's been our honor. And the work that you're doing over there at Healing Farms, it really is amazing work. And I'm just glad that the world has places like Tron who pours into other people. So
and it's not
thank you.
just me,
No,
but you know,
right,
I mean, our volunteers, the staff that I have, an amazing team that helps us do everything, and families that support us. You know, so many of our families are showing watch parties tonight, and so it's definitely a team effort, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Even though you kind of favored Katie in that last thing we did, and I'm not sure why, because every time we asked for something, she was able to pull it up immediately. But you know what? That may have just been Russian bots or something. That could have been Russia or Iran involved in that. I hear there's a lot of that going on Facebook.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah, well, you probably shouldn't. All right, so there are a couple of ways that you can give. If you're watching right now live on Facebook, on YouTube, all you have to do is click the link in the status update. That's one way to give. It can be a one-time donation, or you can give monthly. Is that right?
As we've been updating the amounts, we're a little over $21,000, but I believe many of you guys have selected to give with us monthly, and that's an option as well. So those monthly commitments that we factor in, we don't really know what those will be yet. So as of one-time gifts right now, we're a little over $21,000, and again, this is going to re-air, and again, it's going to continue to re-air if you guys are able to, you know, continue to press share and share that video with others. So thank you so much for your giving tonight.
It's been really amazing, and like I said, it's been an honor to be a part of this tonight. HealingFarms.com if you want to continue to buy products. Christmas is coming up. Holidays are coming up. These are some great products that will mean something to somebody, and it also is going to keep folks working.
Silent auction. The silent auction is open through 10:15 tonight, about 10:15 tonight. So if you're on the West Coast, there are West Coast items that you can be bidding on. And if you're out here on the East Coast as well, there's plenty of packages, everything from trips in Charleston. There's a harbor, a catamaran sailboat that you can win a trip on.
Something that involves bourbon, is that right?
There is a Kentucky bourbon trail trip with a couple nights stay in Kentucky, and you can go to several distilleries and see how the bourbon is made. But all of those things can be done by placing your bids online, and that will close tonight at 10:15. But I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that's joined us. It means a lot to me to know that you guys would want to tune in, to hear about the work that we're doing, and to help us spread the word and raise an awareness, because we want to continue to make a difference in the lives of the participants that we serve, and you guys are a part of that. So thank you for joining the movement.
See you later.